Hello everyone, this is Sugan Khanna and I have 10 years of experience working with PHP, Drupal and much more. You can find me on LinkedIn too with this shared link. This short PHP training playlist will cover all basics which are required to start with Drupal CMS. In this video, we will focus on what are variables and functions. Variables are containers for storing information. In PHP, a variable starts with the dollar sign followed by the name of a variable. Let's take an example. This is my VS, and here we are having test.php. If anyone missed out the previous video, I'll suggest to first check that out. Let's declare a variable. So here what I did is I have declared the variable with a dollar sign, and this is the name, any name you can put, and this is a string. Now we will print it. In order to output the result of a variable, we either use print or echo. So I will use echo and let's save this file. The location of the file is in htdocs folder as I have shown previously in the previous video. Now go to the browser and refresh it. You can see Hello World is displaying over here. The same you can perform it with the print function. So with PHP, there are two basic ways to get output, echo and print. Let's use print here and check. So it is still giving you the output, hello world. They are more or less the same. The differences are small. Echo has no return value, while print has a return value. Next, we will discuss what are functions. A function is a block of statement that can be used repeatedly in a program. It is categorized into one is a built-in function and other is a user-defined function. Few of the examples of built-in functions are PHP array, PHP date, JSON. So there are several kind of built-in functions which is provided by the PHP. Let's say, for example, let's go to the code. For example, I want a string to output in all uppercase letters. For that, we have a PHP built-in function, which is strto_upper. Let's use that function. Suppose I'm having this string hello world and I want this string to uh, delivered in the uppercase letters. How to do that? Just use this function with the parenthesis, opening and closing parenthesis. Just save the file and refresh the server. Here you can see this is all in the lowercase letters and we have the string output in the uppercase letters. Now just use the reverse of it. Just replace the upper with the lower. And let's make it few of the letters caps so that it will make you more clearer. Save the file and let's refresh it. As you can see, all letters are coming in the lowercase letters. So this is just a very small example of built-in functions in PHP. There are several built-in functions. Few of them are more. Let's take more example. There is another like str len. It will give you the length of the string. Save the file and just refresh it. So here you can see there are total 11 characters in that string. So this is the length of the string. And in the previous lecture, we have used the date function also. So here it is, and I'm using here the date function. Let's save it and refresh the file. Here you are getting the current date. This is all we have in the PHP built-in functions. There are several built-in functions which we will use later. Now, let's come on to what is a user-defined function. So, a user-defined function, as the name indicates, defined by the user. Besides the built-in PHP function, it is possible to create your own functions. Let's understand more deeply. You need a piece of code or a functionality at two different places. So instead of writing same code at two different places, we create one function and put our code inside and then just call the function at two places or multiple places. For writing good code, it should have one particular thing in mind. The thought should be very clear and it should be very precise. So never create a function that will do a bunch of things. Be specific. Now let's create a function. For creating a function, there is a function keyword, and then you need to give a name, and the name can be anything. For example, hello world. And after creating the name, we need to actually pass the parenthesis. Here it is. And then there are curly braces. And inside these curly braces, our code will go. So let's print echo. This is India. Now, creating a function is not sufficient. If I just save this file and refresh it over here, it won't do anything. It will give you an error. Okay, this is a syntax error on line number 15. Let's check it out what we have missed. Function hello world. Here semicolon is missing. So as you can see, the function is not impacting anything here. Now, whenever we create a function, we need to call that function. So I will call this function as hello world, these parentheses, and that's it. I just save the file and now refresh it. As you can see, this is India is typed here. This is a resulting output. Let me remove all the above code so that it would be more clearer. Fine. But generally, any function just returns the value. Typing echo is not the right thing here. So I will use the keyword return. Return, this is India. And now if I'll save it, it won't give me anything because I'm not outputting it, not echo or print anything here. It's just calling a function without echo or a print. So if I just saved it, it won't give you anything. As you can see, that code got removed because I have removed the above code from here. Now, if I type here echo and just save it, you can check here. Now it is coming. So that's all for the user defined functions. We will discuss more about the passing the arguments and parameters in the functions in the next video. Thank you.